welcome back to my channel. And if it's your first time of being here, hello, you are welcome to my channel. My name is Stacy. So how are you all doing? I hope you all are doing well, because I am doing wonderful. So this video is a gentle reminder to Mr. President Muhammadu Buhari, that time is already going and all we are still hearing from him is promise here, promise there. So I'm just going to be reading the news for you guys the way I'm seeing it here. But before I continue, if this is the first time you are watching my video or you have been watching without subscribing, what are you waiting for? In this channel we talk about politics, metro news, entertainment and all of that, and you don't want to miss any of this video anytime we post them. So please kindly click on the red subscribe button down below to subscribe, also on the notification button. In that way, anytime I upload a new video, they will notify you. And I pray that the same way you guys are supporting me here in this channel, God will definitely send people that will support you in whatever you are doing in life, in Jesus' name. Amen. So let's go straight to this news. So the headline of this news says, Dear President Buhari, you have just 3 years and 8 months left to fulfill all your promises. So let's just go down and see what they've got for us here. A journey of 1,000 miles, they say, begin with just one single step. But I guess taking that step is one crucial decision you must take if you will ever get to the destination. Promises and more promises, that appear to be what Nigeria has been getting so far from President Muhammadu Buhari. While this article is not aimed at stamping the president into taking decision, it is also very important that his attention being drawn to the areas wherein he needs to move fast, break things and take decisions that will have lasting and meaningful impact on the 15,191,847 Nigerians who voted him into power on February 23, 2019. Okay, so who voted him? Who voted him in? Nobody. All those results, they write it with biro and pen. So moving on, it said, just yesterday, Thursday, 27 June, the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Boss Mustapha, revealed to Nigerians when the President Muhammadu Buhari is likely to unveil his cabinet. The SGF, in an interview with The Guardian, said Buhari will unveil his cabinet in July. This was on the sideline of the just concluded meeting of the Africa Export-Import Bank in Moscow. Mustafa made the disclosure while explaining that the delay was to allow the National Assembly complete its leadership process and the lawmakers resume from recess. The SGS assured Buhari would place the issue before the National Assembly as quickly as possible. He said, our system is unique. We have executive system where the membership of a parliament denies you the opportunity of being a minister unless you resign from parliament. Mr. Buhari is working hard on his list, or must have concluded. He mentioned in his Democracy Day broadcast that he is going to assemble competent Nigerians to help him implement his programs. Speaking further, he said, he was inaugurated on May 29. We had the Democracy Day celebration on June 12. It was a choke-up program as we had to work towards the emergency of the leadership of the National Assembly, because there is nothing you can do if their leadership does not emerge. So far, we have part of the leadership that has emerged. The other part will emerge after their return from their recess. They are reconvening on July 2nd, and it is when they reconvene that we expect they will finish other complements of their leadership. There are other key officers needed in the introduction of the executive bill. You don't go directly to the Senate president, you only write to him. It is the majority leader who represents the party in the Senate that has the responsibility of introducing the bill, and he has received the bill too. I believe that within the month of July, he will submit the list. It is then up to the Senate to do the needful and conclude the exercise. I keep emphasizing that if you have a very good leadership in the National Assembly, this thing can be finished in a period of 1 week or too. In the same vein, the president on Thursday assured the implementation of the new national minimum wage will commence soon. He also asked the state government and employers in the private sector to work towards providing a living wage for their workers. The president, who was represented at the 11th Triennial Delegate Conference of the Trade Union Congress of Nigeria by the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Boss Mustapha, said, a result of several reforms embarked upon, the economy is expected to grow by 2.7% in 2019. In yet another instance, President Muhammadu Buhari earlier this week assured that his administration goal of building an inclusive, secure and prosperous Nigeria is achievable in the next 4 years. Another promise, my people. This he said when he received a delegation from Nasarawa State led by Government Abdullahi Sule at the Presidential Villa, Abuja. Buhari said his administration remained committed to the change agenda. He, however, stressed the need for the state and local government as well as traditional and religious leaders to partner with the federal government in achieving success. NAN reports. According to Buhari, in the next 4 years, I want to assure you that we will remain committed to the change agenda. Our goal of building and achieving secure and prosperous Nigeria is achievable. However, the federal government cannot do it alone. We need the full cooperation and support of the state, local government, as well as traditional and religious leaders. The president, who noted that the responsibility of governance was the enormous pledge that his administration would continue to pay greater attention towards enhancing security, inclusive economic empowerment, and fighting corruption. In all these areas, we have made progress despite the significant challenge we faced, he said. On the incessant conflict between the herders and farmers, the president said his administration was determined to finding a lasting solution to the conflict. I implore all leaders of opinion to help maintain peace while we are putting in place policies and permanent solutions. Just last week, I inaugurated the National Economic Council. During that meeting, I emphasized the need to invest in education, primary health care, agriculture, and security as a foundation for the sustainable progress. I want to use this forum to again solicit the support of all states to align with those 4 pillars. We must all have a collective vision for the sustainable development. So many promises and futuristic statements you no doubt would have noted from the above. When President Buhari came in back in 2015 and riding through the first term, many Nigerians have serious reservation about his style of administration. His very long delay in constituting his cabinet, refusal to sack erring and non-performing minister, slow approach to issue of national importance, his several medical trips abroad, running into several months at a time, and comment on important national issues outside the shores of the country, among several others. In fact, many have reservation on how much of his campaign promises back in 2015 has been fulfilled. Back then, he rode on the promises of nipping the Boko Haram menace in the bud, reviving of economy and fighting of corruption. Of the 3, it appears only corruption was championed, but even that has its lapses, as the anti-corruption fight has since been rubbish, as it has been seen to be one-sided. Several of his allies and officials of his government have glaring corruption cases. The national chairman of his party was famously quoted during the 2019 election campaign round as saying, "Come into the APC and become clean." It was barely a year into his first tenure that the nation slid into recession, and while the government claimed Boko Haram has been technically defeated, Fulani herdsmen appear to be the new talk in town. In his 2019 campaign manual tagged The Next Level, Buhari said his administration has worked hard to fulfill his promises, laid the foundation for a strong, stable and prosperous country, particularly in the core areas of economy revival, anti-corruption and fighting against insurgency, despite challenges posed by the weak oil price and low oil production. Now, with this fulfillment in mind, he and his party are convinced that they are in good stead to trudge on the next level of building an even stronger nation for our people. The president added that the next level of effort would focus on job creation across viral businesses and help create over 15 million new jobs, overhaul the education sector, remodel 10,000 schools every year to train teachers to impart science, technology, engineering, art and mathematics. If indeed the president aimed to fulfill all his promises, then he ought to have to set out doing things in a whole new different way. Many Nigerians like myself believe that by now the president should have learned quite a lot during his first 4 term as president. Lessons which he ought to have readily brought to bear in the administration of the country immediately he was sworn in as a president for the 2nd term. Trust is Nigerians need tangibles and results, not promises here and there. Many have opined that they have expected the president to immediately constitute his cabinet almost immediately after being sworn in, arguing that he is had well over a month in between the declaration of the presidential election result and his swearing in on May 29. So why this wait again? This is important when put into context the fact that his 2nd tenure has already begun and the date counting. The president needs to realize that he doesn't have all years to himself. He has just 4 full calendar years, which began reading on May 29, the very day he took the oath of office. And so he must move swiftly, outline his priority, immediately hit the ground running. The era of excuses are well over. Nigerians are very expectant to see the dividends of democracy hitherto promise being fulfilled. Okay guys, so this is basically the news. I'm sorry that this news take longer than necessary, but I think it's interesting. That's the reason why I decided to read all of the news for you guys, as it contains so many information that I believe that it will interest you guys. So I don't really have much to say. I believe the guy that wrote this article have said it all. So I will just leave you guys to share your own opinion with me on the comment section, and I just really wish that this video will go round so that it will get to President Muhammadu Buhari. The truth is that they do watch all this video. They have all these people that watches this video and give them reports even when they don't have the time to watch or read the news. So please do me a favor, like you guys always do. Share this video with family, friends and loved ones. Let this video go all round. And with that, I will just say thank you so much for watching, and please don't forget to leave me a beautiful comment on the comment section, as I love reading every one of them because they mean a lot to me. So your kindness, support, love upon this channel is not taken for granted for one day. I really love and appreciate every one of you. So thank you so much for watching today's video. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye bye. Remain blessed until I come your way next time. Bye.